today the solemnity of Saint Joseph, husband of the Blessed Virgin Mary, and in the church this is a very important feast, as we all know, because while we are on Lent, actually there are only two feasts that we celebrate during this time that we are allowed to sing the Gloria. The one is this, and the other one, which is the other one?
Annunciation.
The Annunciation, provided that it would not fall on
Sunday,
the Holy Week or Sunday of Lent or the octave of Easter. And that is why this year we have it on April 9th, I think, the Monday after second Sunday of Easter or Divine Mercy Sunday. But anyway, I chose the second option because there are two Gospels for today. I had the first one already this morning in the Mass in the parish about the dream of Saint Joseph. No? But this one to me is realistic in the sense that Saint Joseph's name was not even mentioned. Remember, it was the Blessed Mother who talked to the child Jesus when they were able to find him in the midst of the doctors and experts of the temple with his wisdom, with his wit, in answering and asking them questions. But in one hand, I found the account, when Joseph was in a dilemma, a righteous man, and the angel appeared to him that he should take Mary as his wife, somehow as so ideal, because he is a model of faith. But this incident is really reflective of how we live our faith, especially those of you as parents, in your day-to-day life with your children. Because as one of the speakers in the Congress said, the Holy Family with Mary and Joseph and Jesus is a holy family. But he said, I don't think it's a perfect family. Because how would you find a family that's perfect when in fact they just let their child somehow kind of lost for a day? And well, if you take it that in the situation, if you are a parent these days and you leave a child for the whole day without even thinking or caring to find him or her out right away, probably in an hour or two or three, you would be reported and be in the trouble, right? Mm-hmm. But Joseph and Mary just allowed the Lord Jesus, thinking that he was with the group, to be lost somehow for a day. And so he said, it's far from perfect, as a family. And we know that because there are so many parents, for whatever reasons, they could not really attend to their children 100%, or they really feel that they are losing their children. And this one with the Lord Jesus, because he was so right in saying to them, that he should be in his Father's house. But we know that's the feeling of parents right now, because as if their children are in another world, away from them, and just didn't care what their parents would feel. And there are so many about this in situations of families that really, with all these struggles, difficulties, and trials and problems that our day-to-day parents attending to their children to their parents. And again, in spite of this, it says the Gospel, if we continue reading it, the Lord forbid and went back to Nazareth with them, and there he grew up in wisdom and grace. So in spite of all this, the Lord Jesus grew in wisdom and grace. And why? Joseph and Mary must really have done a good job, trying as much as they could to raise Jesus. Now, of course, you parents might say, how we wish our children would be like Jesus, or are like Jesus. But the reality is, but the point is that because of Saint Joseph and the Blessed Mother, they are our models of how it is really to live their faith, follow God, and try to do what they could in God's grace. And may the good Lord guide us and all the families, the parents, the workers, and everyone through the intercession of Saint Joseph.
Amen.
Please.